Hi everyone, Stefania Weiss here. Thanks for taking a few moments to watch this. I want to talk to you a little bit about portion control and how you're going to use this portion control system that has come with your challenge pack and your new program. First of all, if you've just gotten started with me and in a challenge group, I want to congratulate you on taking that first step to becoming a healthier you, because you've invested into yourself, not only financially, but with your time and your energy, and the return that you can get out of this really can be exponential if you allow it. If you're watching this to get a little bit more information, see if this might be the right thing for you, please feel free to ask me any questions. Email me, message me. I'm an open book. I really do want to help people become their healthiest selves. So the first thing I want to talk about is this portion control system. Now, it's so important to understand how to use this because nutrition is going to be the basis for your results and for what you do. You can't out-train a bad diet. And I don't like to call this a diet because really this comes down to a lifestyle change. And so if you can make these simple changes every day and live your life according to this plan, and even in an 80-20 plan where 80% of the time you follow this and 20% of the time you enjoy yourself, and there's ways to still follow the plan and enjoy yourself, that you're going to see the results that you want. So how this works is that there's no counting calories, there's no weighing out food. You basically just have these little containers that are color coded, and you are going to fill them up with different food groups. So purple is going to be for your fruits, green is for your veggies, red is for your proteins, yellow is for your carbs, blue is going to be for your healthy fats, orange is going to be for your seeds and dressings. And then there's also teaspoons is not included, but it's assuming that you own a teaspoon. So the first thing you're going to want to do is check out your eating plan. So this is the eating plan actually for Core to Force, which is the program I'm doing right now. And you're going to want to calculate out what is the right plan for you. Now, every plan is different, so don't just go based off this one unless you're doing Core to Force. Some of the plans like Hammer and Chisel or Body Beast are slightly different because you're focused a little more on building muscle. Core to Force even is a little bit different. You add some foods in and take them out as you go along. So you need to know your current weight. You're going to take your current weight and you're going to times it by a certain number. Usually that's 11, which is going to give you your base starting point of what your baseline caloric burn is. And for most, that's an approximate that is going to work for most people. You're then going to add a certain amount of calories in and then subtract, which is going to end up giving you your target calorie range. Now, once you get to your target calorie range, it's going to stick you into a plan here, okay, based off one of these numbers. So if you were in plan B, where you would have to be 1,500 to 1,799 calories per day, the next thing you would do is then find out how much you're supposed to eat of each thing based off of the plans over here. So for plan B, I get to have 4 containers of veggies. I get to have 3 containers of fruit. I get to have 4 containers of protein, 3 containers of carbs, 1 of healthy fats, 1 of seeds and dressings, and then 4 teaspoons of oils and nut butters, okay? So from that point, there's a few different ways that you can do this. You can either create a meal plan. Sorry, my hair's kind of all over the place here. You can either create a meal plan. I will help you create a meal plan based off of kind of what I've done. I'll give you samples of how to do this. But you just fill up your day with these containers and you pick the foods that you want to eat. So that's the beauty of this, is it gives you flexibility. So there's some sample meal plans of kind of how to run your day. And then over here, this is the important part, is it gives you your directory of foods, all the foods you can eat. Now, if you are doing a program, I highly suggest that for the first 30 days of your program, you completely follow this guide. Get rid of bars and random processed foods. Don't try and fit them into your containers. Just go based off of what's on here. After this, you can try and do some adjustments and see kind of what will work. But this is really what you want to use if you want to see the results, okay? These are proven. This is what people have done. People who follow this see the best results, okay? So for your fruits, there is a huge list here of what you can eat for your fruits. So I'm not telling you, oh, you can't eat this or that. You have a whole list here. Raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, pomegranates, tangerines, apples, peach, plums, nectarines, bananas. So many things that are on this list. And then you go over to your veggies. And so how it works is you fill up the container with whatever it is. Now, some things that don't fit into a container, it will tell you how much you're supposed to have. So let's say, for example, asparagus. asparagus won't necessarily fit into your green container, but it tells you 10 large spears. So that's how much you're going to eat of asparagus. And then if you go over to your proteins list, well, you have a huge protein list here. And there's things that won't fit in here, such as eggs. You're not going to fill up your container with eggs, but it tells you either eat 2 large eggs, that's equivalent to 1 red container, or you can eat 8 egg whites, and that'll be equivalent to your red container. Now, you could also do something where you could say, well, I'm going to do 1 egg and 4 egg whites. That would then equal 1 red container because you're doing half of each. So you can split them in half too if you kind of know what's supposed to go in them. On this list, there's a huge list. You have chicken, duck, goat, ground chicken or ground turkey, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, tofu, tuna, turkey slices, ricotta cheese, protein powder, and your Shakeology is going to count as your red, okay? Now, in your carbs list, because then this is something that people are always kind of wondering with, like, well, what can I eat when it comes to carbs? Am I going to have to eat brown rice and sweet potatoes for the rest of my life? No, you don't. There are so many things on this list. Even at the very bottom, you have tortillas. So I make fish tacos, and that's one of my, that's on my meal plan because I can use 2 corn tortillas. So I use 2 corn tortillas, I'll have 2 tacos. I use salmon, and I fill up my red container with my salmon. I fill up my green container with my veggies, and then I fill up my blue container with my cheese and my avocado, and I have fish tacos, and that's totally part of my meal plan. So you have a lot of options here: sweet potato, peas, beans, oatmeal, crackers, pancakes, English muffins, lentils. Now, if you are a vegetarian, you can also still do this program. So one thing that you can do is you can substitute, you can use your beans and your lentils as your, even quinoa. Instead of using it as your carb, you can use it as a protein to balance that out. And so it can totally work. And Shakeology does come in a vegan blend too that can help you out. So then you have healthy fats, seeds, and dressings. So for your healthy fats, you have cheese, hummus, your nuts. It'll tell you how many. So 20 pistachios, 8 cashews, 12 almonds, how much avocado. In your seeds and dressings, you're looking at pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, flax, coconut, shredded coconut, olives, pine nuts, chia seeds. And then for your teaspoons, going to be your oils and nut butters, okay? So that's going to be your olive oil, flaxseed, walnut oil, your nut butters like peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, and even mayonnaise is on here. You could even use mayonnaise. And your butter is also included in this, okay? So that's going to be the biggest part, is just figuring out what you want to eat and how to set up your day. So there's a couple of different ways to do it. One, you can set up an entire meal plan where you have planned out your days completely. You have spread them out where you're going to have, a red one here, a red one here, a red one there, and you know exactly what you're going to eat. You prep your food and you go. The other way to do it, which is for people who maybe aren't as great at planning, or if you're just kind of on the go and you're on the run, is you can use tally sheets. And so they offer you these tally sheets right here. And so what you can do is, as you go through the day, you're gonna write here how many you're supposed to have of each, okay? And then you just do check marks as you go throughout the day. So you have your eggs, you have your oatmeal, and you have some veggies, and you just check. And so as you go through the day, you can see what you have left to eat. And when you get to the end of the day, you can also see kind of what you ate, what you didn't eat, and go from there. There are free foods that you get to have also. Some of your free foods include lemon and or lime juice. Now, again, I'm not making this real clear for you guys to see because this is all going to be based off the program you're using. This happens to be Core de Force, but there are different programs like 21 Day Fix, Hammer and Chisel, Body Beast now is using the portion control system, Insanity Max 30, all of them are going to be using this system now. So hot sauces, flavor extracts, I love to use almond extract, peppermint extract, vanilla extract. Then also as you go through here, let me get down to over here, there's actually recipes. And the recipes they give you will also tell you what the containers count for. So a yellow container, a purple container, a red container, whatever it is. And so you know how to check it off as you go through the day. And I believe there's also a bunch of Shakeology recipes in the back too. So that's really how the portion control system works. Now, some people get these and feel like, oh my gosh, these are so tiny. But I promise you, when you start to fill them up and you start to put the food on your plate, it it really is so much food, and it's just so easy. If it fits, that's how much you eat. Fill it up with raspberries, fill it up with strawberries, fill it up with blueberries, fill it up with your chicken, fill it up with your ground turkey, fill it up with your cottage cheese, your Greek yogurt, fill it up with your sweet potatoes and your rice and whatever else. And that's how the system is worked. So if you have any questions, please feel free, message me, email me, comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you are getting ready and you just got started with our challenge group, I'm so happy to have you with us. And I'm so happy to have you on this journey, and thank you for allowing me to help you. If you think you're ready to get started, I'm here to help you also. So have a great day. Thanks so much for taking time to listen to this, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.